Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your October reading. Let's see what will come up for you, what's going on with you this month, what you need to know. So I'll start out with some oracle cards for you, and then we'll do some tarot, see what Spirit has for you. So please, guidance for Sagittarius for the month of October. What does Sagittarius need to know? You've got 35. I was thinking about 33. Actually forgot what that hexagram is. It will come to me. I do know it's fire over earth, which is an interesting combination. So let's see, what else do we have for Sagittarius, please? You've got devotion in reversed. And from the Moonology, I do believe this hexagram is called movement. It does come after 34. Something about movement. I could be wrong. It drives me nuts when I can't remember. But yeah, there's some sort of progress here for you. So let's see what else for Sag. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay, so there's the prospect of letting go of something here with this waning moon. Kind of drawn with the way is winter in this card, which to me indicates that time where we just kind of reassess things. Okay, it's a time of rest. There's no action here. It's all about shedding and releasing and contemplating. Winter time is time for contemplation. So something you might need to shed there. So I see about 35. What does it say? Oh yeah, it is movement. Well, it's called progress. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. It does say you being honored with wealth, gaining favors, audiences. It's the sun rising above the earth, the image of progress. Brightening of virtues, rapid and easy progress, which can also imply widening, expansion, and clarity, which is very interesting because that is your energy, Sagittarius. You're very expansive, very broad-minded. So this month for you, you can expect something quite nice to come up, okay? Whether this is you expanding in your progress, your spiritual progress, your work progress, you know, you might be showered with attention or gifts or money or whatever it is. You're being honored, okay? That's what it keeps saying. There's a repeating message here. There's a promotion, enlightenment, being virtuous, obedient, recognizing one's abilities and the abilities of others, purification of clouded judgment or entanglements with earthly desires. So you can naturally shine and goodness can come forth. Because we do have fire over earth here, which means that the domain of the spirit rules over the domain of the earthly. okay, which is a very Sagittarian quality to begin with. It does also talk about taking care of both things, okay, the spiritual and the material, because we do have 3 grams here. So it talks about what is above and what is below, okay. So devotion is being careful to not become cold or ungrateful, uncaring, or even selfish while not understanding the needs of others. There's a risk of falling into lust rather than love, or losing your heart to the wrong energies, be it romantic or something else. There could also be emotional wounds resurfacing because you haven't done the work to heal. I do feel like it does tie up to this releasing situation. There could be something here for you that is like a bit of residue, okay? Either it's past residue or something like that, because this hexagram also talks about clarity of judgment, okay? So there could be something here for you to release, okay? Perhaps frustrations or emotional wounds or something that's showing up that's clouding your success or it's clouding your progress. Okay, so there's a bit of that showing up here, but you do have a lot of success showing up here for you, Sagittarius, this month. So we'll see what the tarot has for you. So far, so good. I do feel like you need to pay attention to what you need to release this month. Okay, there's something here that could be a hindrance to you when it comes to your progress. It might be some insecurity of yours, for example. Okay, whatever that is for you, whatever you feel like you need to release, and contemplate on that. But whatever this is for you, there's rapid progress happening here. Okay. Some of you, this does talk about spiritual progress where you might need to reassess some of the things that are holding you back from your progress in that way. So let's see what else for Sag. Give us some messages for Sagittarius for the month. Everybody's going on some sort of a journey this month. I mean, it cannot be literal, but out of the signs I've done so far, I do feel like many people are going on to some kind of transition or transitioning from something, okay? I do feel like there's a bit of a disconnection here, possibly between you and somebody else, but there's also instability here, okay? At the bottom here, because you have the Ten of Pentacles as a challenge. I do feel like maybe your finances or your family life is a bit off kilter this month for you, Sagittarius, because you do have this Two of Pentacles at the bottom with the Tower in reversed. Okay, I do feel like there probably is something here that you need to address when it comes to a disconnection. Okay. Perhaps there's some kind of truth here that you're not allowing to come to light. Okay, there's some resistance, possibly, again, from what I'm seeing there, of you releasing something. It could be a person, it could be some sort of a structure that it's just no longer working for you. Okay. I do feel like when it comes to your finances and that, there is some patience indicated here for things to improve. And I would say to keep up whatever work you're doing right now, because I feel like things will improve for you financially into the future. Okay, if this is something that you're concerned about this month, there's a lot of strength here. And even though things may not come together the way you want them, with this Wheel of Fortune in reversed, patience is indicated for you here, because I feel like there will be changes coming up. It's just going to take a bit longer than what you've expected it before. Okay. Now, this High Priestess, again, I do feel like you just have a lot of awareness, especially with this 35 card being here. You do have a lot of awareness about where you stand, what are your values, what you need. You know, High Priestess and the Strength card, this is a very strong combination. You're someone that has not only the wisdom of the worlds, the visible and the invisible worlds, but you also have the strength and the determination to succeed this month in whatever endeavors you may have. There's a lot of power here, okay? And there you are as the Queen of Wands, because this is your card. You are a fire sign. You are somebody that is trying very hard to stay in their power, very hard to stay on your spiritual path as well, because I do see that very strongly here. Especially with the High Priestess and Strength and the Queen of Wands, these are very spiritual cards, okay, of somebody that is very much in touch with themselves, with the outside world, with what needs to be done, with their intuition. So you have a lot of inner strength this month, Sagittarius. Now, things around you might not be very well put together, okay? They might be a little bit chaotic. You do have this Two of Cups showing up in your surroundings. But again, it's paired with strength, and I feel like you are handling the situation in the best way you can right now. And for some of you, with this Ten of Pentacles, again, either a family situation is challenging for you this month, or your finances are being challenged, or you're losing some sort of a structure, again, here with this Two of Pentacles and the Tower in reversed, okay? Some of you, again, it has to do with your financial stability. And I do feel like, again, you're being called to be a bit patient when it comes to that. You're going to pull through this, is what I'm getting. Okay. I do feel like you are trying to bring things back to a state where you can start enjoying yourself a little bit, because I feel like there is some difficulties showing up for you here where you have to be strong, okay? You're having to maybe put your needs and your wants on pause, okay? Because there are other things more important that need to be taken care of for you this month. And again, I see you transitioning into something. I will clarify that to see what that is. But I do feel very strongly that with your patience and your strength and your knowledge of how things are done, it's actually going to get you there. It's going to get you to the finish line. I do feel like, again, there is something here that is off kilter, okay, when it comes to the structures you have around you. And for some of you, this is a relationship with a specific person. With this Two of Cups, it could be your spouse, again, if you are committed to this person, or perhaps it's a family member that you've fallen out with, and there's something that's a bit out of balance when it comes to your home life, your family life, whatever that means to you. Okay, so let's see. You also have the High Priestess here, which in itself is, there's a dual nature to it, okay? There's the light and the dark, the visible, the invisible, the things you show to the world and the things you hide from the world. So there's kind of like an interplay here. So tell me, why is the Ten of Pentacles a challenge for Sagittarius this month? Ace of Swords. I feel like there's a lack of clarity here for some of you, but not in the sense of, I do feel like you have a lot of clarity and you know what needs to be done, but the Ace of Swords talks about more practical things. There's also a challenge here with you not speaking your truth, because you have the High Priestess, even though you know what you know deep down. There's a sense here of the truth not being spoken in a situation, and that's why it's quite unstable. Okay, somebody needs to speak up about something. Okay, or you need to start over from scratch in some way. Whatever financial plan you had before, whatever plan you had in the past, there's a need for you to just scrap that and start over, okay, with the Ace of Swords. And there's a challenge for you here to, how do I fix this? How do I start over? Because you have the Wheel of Fortune that shows up in the past position. I do feel like something just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And now you're being challenged to readdress the situation, or start over, or speak your truth, or putting things into some sort of perspective here. You know, I do feel like there's also other people involved in this. Again, it could be family members, could be spouse, could be, you know, whatever this is. I do feel like there's a need for you to start over, and you have a hard time being clear about how to start over, okay? Because you have a 10 and an ace here, and that shows up as a challenge to you this month, is how do I complete this thing that didn't work out, and how do I start over, or how do I scrape that and rearrange the plan again. So let me see about the Seven of Pentacles here as far as the future goes. There is a need for you here to be patient for something to come, for things to come into place, okay? Because you have this hexagram of movement and progress. That progress is implied in your reading. It's just a matter of being patient and putting the various pieces together for that to work out. Or, you know, being patient with the universe to give you the clarity and whatever it is you need to move forward. Yeah, you need to not give up on this, Sagittarius, whatever this is to you. And you show up here in the Temperance card as well, and in the Queen of Wands, and in the Nine of Wands, you know, that you are the fire sign. You're being guided here to, you know, to not give up on something, okay? Even though it's probably taking a lot of time, you need to continue to work at it, or what's the word? Just to be patient for some time, okay? That's all I can say with the Nine of Wands, because I feel like you've been trying for something to come to fruition here, and there's a sense of you not giving up. I do feel like you're not seeing eye to eye with someone here with this Two of Cups in reversed. Tell me about this. There's this Tower in reversed again. There's definitely something here that you're... Okay, so I do feel like you keep trying and trying. Either it's with a specific person that shows up in your environment, or again, there's a structure here that may need to fall, okay? There's definitely a disconnection here, but I also feel like there's a refusal to see a truth here, or somebody's not speaking the truth, because somebody's not honest. It's like, I do feel like something needs to be released here. And again, this Tower in reverse shows up. So it's like you kind of caught up between waiting and being patient and trying again with this situation, trying to be practical about things. But there's something here that needs to fall, okay? There's something here that you need to let go of, okay? Does talk about accepting that certain things need to go, okay? Because you have this devotion in reverse, it could be that you're dealing with someone here that hasn't been devoted to you, okay? There's also a sense here of feeling responsible for something that is out of balance, okay? I mean, if you feel like you are responsible, you are responsible for something that is out of balance. You're trying to work on that to bring it back together. But I will say this much: there's something in your life, Sagittarius, this month. I don't know what that is. It's specific for each person. This is a general reading that you may need to accept, to let it go. Okay, whether this is a relationship, something else, because you do have here what you need to release, and this devotion in reversed. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. Where is Sagittarius headed here as an outcome, as a potential outcome? Tell me more about this. Hanged Man. I do feel like you are kind of distancing yourself from something, perhaps to take a different approach to it with this Hanged Man, okay? Now, for some of you, you're caught up in hoping that things will improve, but at the same time, you distancing yourself from something to see a different perspective, okay? And with the Star card being here, perhaps healing a situation by removing yourself from it in due time when it's appropriate to take a step back from it. Okay, I do feel like, very strongly for you, Sagittarius, you are caught up in some sort of situation here that obviously is very important to you. Okay, but it doesn't seem like it's the structure of it. There's something off with it. Something is off kilter. It's not in the proper balance, or there's some sort of inequality here between you and other people you're involved with. Something that you need to let go of. And I feel like you are trying to do that this month. At some point, you're going to distance yourself from the situation to look at the better, to have like a more objective perspective on things. Okay. And I do feel like, again, with the Star card, things will improve for you, but I do get the sense that there's something here you have to let go of. Okay. You have to let this tower fall. Okay. And it doesn't mean that you're going to lose that thing that's important to you. It just means that it will change. It will change in such a way that you either see it for what it is, or there are adjustments that need to be made with this Ace of Swords. That is your challenge, okay? Something will change, but you have to allow it to take its natural course in order for you to see what needs to be changed about it. Whether you should continue to put in the work into the situation, or you should just let it go. And I feel like you're doing that. You're taking a step back to see it, from a different view, from a different perspective. I did wanted to mention at first, because it kind of slipped my mind, and I remembered as I looked at that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You could feel that you're quite unlucky this month, but that shows up in the past position. But I do feel like there is some kind of bad luck or something that happened here that sort of triggered this thing where you're having to deal with it. You're having to rethink your whole position, whether in this relationship or something else. So you might feel like you're quite unlucky, that things aren't going in your favor. But, you know, as an outcome, you do have the Star card and the Hanged Man. And I feel like for you, it'd be a good idea to take a step back from the situation and just come back to it with fresh eyes. You know, take a break, go somewhere, or, you know, stop talking to people if there are people involved. Just take a step back so you can come back to it with fresh eyes. That's what I would say, Sagittarius. Okay? So that was your reading, my dear. I wish you a fantastic month, and I will see you soon. Bye.